What's up guys, Peter here from Reviews on Anything, and today we're looking at an LED light solution from AUKEY. Now AUKEY makes anything from Bluetooth receivers to USB sticks, but also quite a lot of light solutions. This is something that will probably look good on your bedside table, but also in your living room, and it provides you with multi-colors and multi-warmth levels that we'll look at in a second. You get nothing in the box really except a tiny manual that is pretty self-explanatory, the unit itself obviously, and the charging cable with a big brick and a plug. The plug goes here in the back obviously, and there's nothing really to see on the light itself. You get a grey touch sensitive base and the light itself. It's 21 and a bit centimeters high and about 10 centimeters across, so that gives you a bit of an idea of the size. Also, when I take it in my hand, it's probably the size of a pint glass if you are a beer drinker. That's really all there is to it. I quite like it. It's nice and sleek, very simple design if you're into that kind of sort of minimalistic approach. Now I've turned the lights off, so obviously you can see it in action. There's really not much going on except for this blue LED that is light up all the time, even when it's off. That doesn't sound like much of a problem. Since it's not completely pitch black in here, you might not be able to see. But it actually means that this is constantly illuminated blue. So when you use this as your bedside lamp, there will always be that blue shine going on. So if that's something you can't handle, this is certainly not the light for you. Now, like I said, there's no buttons. Everything happens on the gray bottom area, which is touch sensitive and controls the whole light. Now the LED is blue now, but when you touch the bottom half, it will turn red. So every touch that you make, the LED will change color. Not really sure why that's relevant, but that's how it is. First of all, we'll see the different warmth levels, like AUKEY likes to call them. When you touch once, it goes on the lowest setting. Touch again, it goes on the medium setting and the highest setting, and then touch again to turn it off. That's the short touches. Now the obvious downside of this system is that when you turn it on at night, you have the nice low setting that allows you to find something, but you have to cycle through the brightest settings in order to turn it back off. So this is nice, won't blind you too much, but then when you have to turn it back off, this is way too bright. So that's, I suppose, the downside of not having a button, a dedicated button to turn it off. So those were the normal light settings. Now the second option that you have is that you long press it. You can see the LED light up again. And then you get into the color mode. Now the color mode is set to changing colors. So you can see that the colors are cycling through all the options that are available. If you find a color that you like, you can tap it once and it'll stay in that color. So if you like to have green, then that's all good. The thing is, it doesn't have a memory function, so if you turn it now off and you want to go back to green, you have to go through the whole cycle until you find your desired color again. If you tap it once more, it will continue the cycle just as before. And to turn it back off, you long press it once again and it'll go all the way black. So that's really all there is to see in terms of this light. Now personally, I use this as my bedside lamp, and I have to say that I don't really get up that much at night that I have to turn a light on. What I do like is that when I do go to bed, I don't want the full brightness. I just put it on red, leave it there, so I have some illumination, so I can find some stuff and do some things, but I'm not blinded by it, and I'm not getting the full spotlight in my eyes, which obviously is not very helpful when you're trying to get to sleep. What I don't like is that you have to cycle through the options all the time, so I prefer the red, which is nice because it's at the beginning of the cycle, but if you like the blue, that's going to take a while, which doesn't really speed up the operation. Just like that, I don't like how you have to cycle through all the light settings before you can turn it back off. Other than that, it's a great lamp. I like it a lot. It looks nice and sleek, and I think it's a decent thing to have in your bedroom, but even in your living room it won't look that bad. This is Peter from Reviews on Anything with a look at the LED changing color light from AUKEY. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel please, it helps us out a lot, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers!